Hi, welcome to the Small Shed and a very quick update video. Now excuse the rain outside, it's hammering down at the moment. I just thought it was time to have a very quick update. I did a video about, I think it was the end of May, be about 6 weeks ago, when things were getting just a little bit overwhelming with regards to projects. I'd taken on too much, there was too much going on, and I was failing at more or less everything. And after I did that video, I knuckled down and got myself back into organised mode, sorted out a list of priorities, and I just thought I would bring you up to date with where we are, because we've had quite a significant week. At the time I totted up and I'd done roughly a 70-hour week. Now that isn't working, but that is when I'm doing stuff rather than just sitting around in front of the television or anything. And this last week I've just totted up the week, and in fact I've just done 70 hours again, but it's significantly different. If I just run through where we are with it, and in amongst that you'll find a couple of the significant things. There was the usual sort of thing on the Saturday of shopping, and I did a bit of work on the lifting flap for the club. Sunday we went for a walk and I was doing some work, getting some work done on the cycle cart, and both those were, well, 9.5 hours, 7.5 hours, something like that. Monday I had to take my wife to the hospital for a scan, a routine scan, and then did some work on the lifting flap for the club again. A little bit of work on the cycle cart, a bit of editing, and again 7.5 hours, nothing much in that. Tuesday was at Menning Sheds because I wasn't supervising on the Monday, and that was quite a long day because I got stuck with a guy, because I don't normally do the Tuesday. We've got a guy who had some sort of need of a care support worker, if you like, and he'd ended up getting stuck at the shed with no taxi coming to collect him, and I didn't end up getting back here till about 3 o'clock. I'm normally back about 1. No, it was 4 o'clock when I got back, and that knocked me back a bit because I was picking a van up for taking the cycle cart out for its first trip, and that's the first significant thing. It was quite late by the time I'd been and got the van sorted and loaded it, and it was an 11-hour day, but the very fact that I was getting the cycle cart into a van is of significance. And that brings you on to Wednesday, when in fact that was sort of the point of the video. I was just going to let everybody see exactly how we've been getting on with that. I took the cycle cart down to Somerset and we had a bit of a run around with it. It broke 1 or 2 bits, but on the whole a very rewarding day. It was a 14.5 hour day because I was up at just after 6 in the morning, and by the time I got back, got the van emptied, taken the van back and come back home, it was pretty late. So that's been sorted and running and is quite significant. On Tuesday I forget that I mentioned the fact that I've taken the bench from Morrison's to the shed. That is now significantly complete, and there's a couple of guys there are helping me out to just get a bit of staining done on that. So I'm still doing a bit on that, but if I got run over by a bus tomorrow it wouldn't matter. It's to all intents and purposes finished, and they could finish that off anyway if they had to. Thursday we had our Shed Fest over in Worcester, so that was quite a long day again, because after that I took all the bits of the lifting flap over to the Railway Club, fitted that. Again, there's a lot more work still to do on it, but it's over at the club now. It fits, it works, there's a little bit of refinement to get 1.5 or 2 millimeters here and there of adjustment in it, but nothing that somebody else couldn't do if they had to. And as far as I'm concerned, it's out of the shed and gone. And then today being Friday, I reckon yesterday was 13-hour day because I started early and didn't get back until about 10:30 at night. Today I'm taking it really easy. I'm just having a day tidying up inside the shed, unpacking a few things that have been delivered. But at the moment now, I think I've only got one project on the go, which is something that I'm working on for somebody who came in at Menning Sheds. I've broken the back, I think, this week of pretty much everything. And I can now see a way forward in that I haven't got any great commitments. I've not taken anything else on. I haven't stuck my hand up when somebody says, would somebody like to do this or that or the other. I've got videos either finished or nearly finished, just needing a bit of work on them for the next couple of 3 months at least, and a lot of them are already uploaded. So I think I'm getting somewhere at last. I think I've got it under control, and I'm looking forward to having a slightly more relaxed run for the next few weeks. So it doesn't mean I'm going to get lots more videos coming out. I'm going to stick to this once a fortnight for a couple of videos type of arrangement, and that's really because it's given me back the shed, if you like. If it wasn't raining, I'd be outside laying slabs. I can't do that at the moment, but that's probably the last big thing I've got to get done. But that's for myself and my wife, if you like, rather than letting anybody else down. So that was all the point of the video, just to show you where we are with 2 or 3 of the big projects that we have actually had quite a spectacular week in terms of getting stuff out the door and almost finished, if not completed. So hope the video is of interest. I look forward to seeing you. It will be next week when we'll have something different in the shed. I'll see you then. Bye!